Well, this article kind of makes me giggle a little bit. Exclusive from Reuters. Meta CEO tells employees he does not expect more company-wide layoffs this year. So good news, everybody, good news. After the tens of thousands of employees were laid off in the past couple of years, thousands of employees were laid off this year, plus there's all these major shifts going on in the company. Good news, Mark Zuckerberg does not expect to do any more company-wide layoffs. Great. Does this mean he actually has a plan? I've got a question, Mark Zuckerberg. What's the plan? What are you actually trying to accomplish? You've got AR going on and VR going on. You got the metaverse. You have AI, and then you're creating like office software for AI, and you're creating humanoid robots. Because everybody, whenever anybody thinks about Facebook, they think about humanoid. Well, actually, I guess they do. I mean, when you look at Mark Zuckerberg, you do think, hey, that's a humanoid robot. Who knew they were so good with humanoid robots? It's uncanny valley. I don't really buy that he's a real human being, but it almost looks like he is. But anyways, you look at everything that Meta is doing. Do you understand it? Do you understand what they're trying to accomplish? I have no idea. So anyways, they're doing all of these shifts. They're laying off people in order to save money and all that type of thing. And so Mark Zuckerberg has come out because the employees at Meta are scared. They're scared. They're pissed off. Basically, Mark Zuckerberg, the world's first humanoid robot, has just destroyed the culture at his own company. I do find this to be fascinating because, over the past 10, 15 years, the whole company culture thing has really come to the fore with these startup and these tech companies. And basically the whole idea was you've got to coddle the employees, right? The idea the employees have got to get coddled, right? They have their quinoa toast and they have their nap pods. They have unlimited paid time off. All of that kind of stuff. The most important thing in the world is that your employees know that they're valued or whatever garbage. And again, the economy shifted, macro forces shifted, so we're going back to a normal, rational, sane world where employees have to bring an ROI to the company. You get paid X amount by the company, which means you have to bring in a Y amount of return to make that all make sense. A lot of employees just don't seem to grasp that concept. And so now lots and lots of employees are being laid off just because that's what's really got to happen. But at the same time, their mentality is that they were incredibly valuable. Like, think about this. They've been told they have been incredibly valuable to the organization for a decade. And now they're being laid off tens of thousands at a time. Yeah, that's what's going on. So Meta, and I think a lot of these other startup and these tech companies are going to start having the problem of, employees are going to start, basically losing their minds. And so that's what's interesting here with Mark Zuckerberg having to come out and having to say he does not expect more company-wide layoffs this year. Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg told employees in an internal memo on Wednesday that he does not expect more company-wide layoffs this year, according to a copy of the memo. He made the announcement on the same day the Facebook owner carried out a massive restructuring of the company, laying off 10% of its workforce globally and transferring 7,000 other employees to new initiatives related to AI workflows. Quote, "I want to be clear that we do not expect other company-wide layoffs this year. I also want to acknowledge that we haven't been as clear as we aspire to be in our communication, and that's one area I want to make sure we improve," he said in the memo. And I do think this is interesting. You're right, with this new generation of CEOs, that aren't particularly good at being CEOs. It's weird. Like, I talk about the employees. I get really snarky about employees a lot just because, whatever, they're employees. That's what you do with them. But one of the things I think gets left out is the abject cowardice in the executive classes at this point in time, the abject cowardice in a lot of the management positions at this time, where they just simply will not do what needs to be done. One of the reasons that these companies have gotten bloated was that a lot of managers dislike firing employees. Firing employees is stressful for everybody involved. So if you have an underperforming employee, it is difficult to fire an underperforming employee because, again, they've got mortgages, they've got kids. As soon as you fire them, they're not going to get a paycheck anymore. And so with so much money sloshing around the system, What they found is, hey, we'll just hire a better employee and then shuffle this piece of crap off to the side. Well, you do that at scale. You hyperscale that, and then you get to the technology world that we have today. And so what's interesting with this too is like the whole idea of like communication about what the company's doing. Again, what's fascinating, you listen to a lot of these companies anymore, and I have no idea what their stories are. I don't really understand what they're really doing at this point in time, right? Meta had a narrative. Meta had a story at one point in time. Google had a story. These tech companies, you understood what they're doing. You might disagree with it vehemently, but you understood what they were doing. So much of these companies nowadays, they're just doing stuff, and they're not even bothering to explain to their employees what the hell they're doing. I've talked about this with Meta employees. So I've talked with previous Meta employees, I've talked with current Meta employees about this whole AI initiative, right? I don't understand why Meta needs to be a front runner in the AI initiative. Not that they don't need to use it. Obviously, they need to use it. Obviously, they need the engineering talent to be able to implement it and all that kind of stuff. But the whole idea that they should be at the forefront of AI, I don't grasp. Like, they've got a communication company, they've got an advertising company, whatever their company is, like, why does that have to be at the forefront of AI? And when I've talked to employees and ex-employees, the thing I've said is like, look, I know you have non-disclosure agreements, so you don't have to tell me what it is. Don't tell me what it is. But do you know what the plan is? Just nod your head yes or no. Do you know what the plan is? Do you understand the rationale for Meta hyper-focusing into AI at this point in time? And the curious thing is, none of these motherfuckers say yes. They're like, well, and this is what I've literally heard from Meta employees, if AI is the most valuable technology to ever exist, then whoever controls AI will make a lot of money. So therefore, if Meta can corner AI, then it'll be a win. You're like, oh Lordy. I mean, that's not incorrect, I suppose. That's not a lie. But that's an ugly way of thinking about things, right? And so I think that's one of the interesting things. Like when you look at Meta, again, from the outside world, I have no idea what they're doing. Like what is this company anymore? What is the future of Meta? Where is it going? And I'm clueless. And so what's interesting to think about is that the employees inside might be clueless too, right? When you're in a company and you're in like one of the vestigial departments, right? You know you might get laid off. One of the things I always talk about is during bad macroeconomic times, do the plumbing for your company, right? The email, so like whatever the plumbing for your technology company is, they're always going to need that, right? Even during layoffs, they're going to keep you. So many times, right, people working at companies, right, they know they're in vestigial departments. Basically, these are the departments, they were spun up at a point in time in the past where the company thought this might be the future. They put a lot of money into it, they put resources into it, but it's not really going anywhere. Maybe the company moved in a different direction, maybe the world moved in a different direction, maybe the department just didn't get its feet under it, didn't get enough traction, whatever else, right? And so you have a lot, you have these very large companies and you have people that are in vestigial departments. And so they know if they're in a vestigial department that when a bad economic time comes, they are probably one of the first to be laid off, right? I know that I have no idea what I'm being paid right now, right? Here's the problem. If your CEOs, if your executives, if your managers are such cowards and so worthless at their jobs, they do not properly communicate with the employees and they do not properly impart the story and the narrative of what's supposed to be going on in the company right now. What happens when employees literally do not know what departments are the most valued departments and what departments are the vestigial departments? Like you don't know if your department is safe. You don't know if your department is first on the cutting block. And in that environment, you're having thousands of layoffs and all this shifting around and everything else. Why do you think that is not going to drive your employees fucking insane? And what's going to happen with these trillion-dollar tech companies when they have driven their employees insane? Anyways, employees left comments on his post quoting the words, quote, company-wide and expect. Things sometimes go unexpectedly, one person wrote. And that's the other thing with this too. Again, think about if you're an employee with Meta. So company-wide, right? Company-wide and expecting for the layoffs. So we've talked about this with Amazon. We've talked about this with some of these other companies, right? They do these massive layoffs. 10,000 people get laid off, right? That's the big one. That's the big one that hits the news. And then they lay off another 10. And then they lay off another 100. And then they lay off another 1,000, right? That's the thing, is we got company-wide. That's something that hits the news. But when the company is continuously laying off people, that doesn't make people feel very happy. And the whole thing too, again, with this is expect, right? They don't expect to do company-wide layoffs, but do they really know what they're trying to accomplish? If you don't know what you're trying to accomplish, how can you really state with a straight face that you expect or don't expect anything? So anyways, I don't know. I kind of thought this was kind of curious, coming from the metaverse, the meta world, them laying off a crap ton of people, them shifting around a crap ton of people, and then admitting that their communication is pretty crap. And wondering for so many of these big tech employees, do they understand where they fit in with the food chain? It'll be curious. My big question here is what does the company culture for these companies look like in the next 3 or 4 or 5 years? As I've talked about, right? Done tech for 30 years, shift off to basic in March in 96. And so for most of my career, right, the culture was pay mortgage. Pay mortgage, coach Little League. That was the culture of the company. You come in, you do your job, you get your paycheck, you go home. Right, over the past 10 or 15 years, things have really shifted, and I've been honest about it. I don't like how it's shifted. I think the modern culture is just garbage. It's one of these. It's like this weird modern culture of you have unlimited time off, but you're also expected to work all the time. Like it's that weird like before, like you were given 2 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever vacation, and you were expected to take it. You were expected to take it. You were expected to leave the office at a certain hour, right? And that's so bloodthirsty or whatever. But now we're in this weird world where it's like you get unlimited pay time off, you get nap pods, you get all of this stuff, but at the exact same time, you're never supposed to leave the office. Right? From a practical standpoint, you never get to take any vacation that you have an unlimited amount of. And so I will be curious to see how all of this kind of fleshes out over the next few years. I'm excited for it. I think it will be good for our industry. I think it will cleanse out. I call it the great cleansing. I think it will get rid of the people that don't want to really do our jobs anyway, right? They want the job. They don't want the work. And that's one of the things I've noticed doing the whole Silicon Dojo thing for many years, interacting with viewers and all that, students for a long time now. And one of the things that I've seen more and more of the past 10 years is more and more people want the job. They want the title, they want the pay, they want the benefits. They think they're going to get respect. But they don't want the work. They don't want the work. And so I think what's going to happen is those folks are going to get cleansed out. And then the question is what do things look like after that? I don't know. We'll see. So what do you think about this? What do you think about Mark Zuckerberg not expecting company-wide layoffs anymore this year? Would that make you feel comfortable? If you work for Meta, do you understand what the plan is? Again, you do not have to tell me what the plan is. But do you understand what the plan is? I don't know. Put your thoughts, comments down below. If you like these episodes and you want them on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts, there's a link on the doobly-doo. Also, there's a link down there for my LinkedIn account if you want to follow me there. And with that, see y'all later.